What up, nerds? Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Miles of Horror here. I've got my buddy Jordan with me today. He's back on the show. And yeah, we got some Sunday Spookies. Jordan, what's going on, man?
What's up, dude? It's been a while.
It's been a minute.
It's been
Good
too
to have you
long.
on.
Dude, I don't think we've done a video in probably like, I don't know, 6 months, maybe more. It's been a long time, I feel like.
It's possible, yeah. What was the last video we did?
It had to have been in the maybe in the summer before you even left for your whole summer camp thing. So it's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I took my break and you were kind of behind the scenes for a little bit. And
Yep.
You're back doing your thing. I'm back doing my thing. So yeah, I'm glad we got it in. Sunday Spookies. I'll drop Jordan's socials below. He's got his own page as well. He's got his own YouTube as well. That's awesome. He does a lot of figures and stuff, some unboxings, physical media, all horror, great content. So I'll drop his channel below. But how you been, man? What's been going on?
I've been good, dude. I've just been really just hanging out, watching movies. I've actually been playing a lot of games lately too. So for the past 3 years, my brother and I have like this like little competition to see who can beat the most games in a year.
Nice.
So I'm kind of trying to close that out. He's up on me by like 5 right now, so I'm probably gonna lose this year. But I think I won the first year. We tied last year, and he's probably gonna win this year. So next year will be the one that really counts.
Dude, like, so I mean, there's got to be some leeway as far as like what games are involved, because like if you're doing like a Dark Souls game or like a FromSoft game, like that shit is hard as hell.
Yep. The only stipulation is the credits have to roll, and then it counts as a game. So nice. I just finished Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Dude, nice. I played that. The Thousand Year Door.
So good. Yeah.
1,000 Year Door.
Yep.
Yeah, I played that. The end boss on that drove me nuts.
Oh my gosh, dude. Don't even get me started on
that. And of course there's like multiple forms, but it took me a while it took me like, I don't know, definitely like an hour and a half or so to finally like beat that. I tried so many different combinations, and it was last summer when I played it. So you have to, I don't remember what my combination of like power-ups was, but it wasn't easy to like nail it down.
Yep. So yeah, that I really enjoyed that. And then other than that, just been chilling, watching some movies still.
Wasn't it like a big purple something? It was like a big purple like witch.
It's like a demon, and it like possesses Princess Peach at first.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
that comes out of her, and then you have to fight the big demon thing. Yeah, it was dope, dude.
So I was playing that. I think it was maybe last summer, or maybe even this past summer, and I was playing on the bus at camp, and I was just like, it's a good bus game because it's low stakes. Like you're not.
Oh yeah, you can just chill on it.
Yeah, you can chill, and the combat is very it's turn based, so it's like, you know, I'm not like dodging and like straying and all that.
Exactly. That's what I love about turn based stuff too, is you can like do other stuff while you're doing that. So like I'll put on movies or shows and like watch that stuff while I'm chilling on that, because you can kind of pay attention to both.
Yeah, dude, I had fun with that. It was a good time.
Awesome, dude.
Anyway, so we had a slight malfunction on the live. My streaming service is asking me some weird questions that are new about like horizontal and vertical stuff. I don't know. So when I launched the stream, it said it had already been deleted. I don't know. So we're using this stream. Hope you guys find it. And if you can drop in, that'd be great. And also be sure to slam that like button, guys. So the more likes these videos get, the more it gets shared, and we appreciate you guys hanging out. But again, there was like a malfunction. I don't really know what happened, so I hope you guys find your way onto the live. And so yeah, let's get into it. Jordan, I have a bunch of really awesome things we want to talk to you guys today about. Physical media, horror, all that good stuff. A lot of the in between as well. But let's get started on it. So there's been a pretty decently hot topic on my page recently. I did a video on it, and I got a lot of engagement, and people are hitting me up on social media and Instagram about it. And that is Jeepers Creepers. Okay, and that randomly came about on Groove with the the move to Groove, baby. With Shout Factory moving to Groove, this thing randomly popped up on for sale. Been long out of print. So I did a video on that, and like I said, a lot of people hit me up that they were able to get it, but it was a little odd that that happened. But I'm glad that it did. It came and all that stuff. Um, and I know Jordan, you have the slipcover, right, of that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I got that probably, I don't know, dude, probably 9 years ago now,
Yeah.
9 years
So
ago.
so what's so interesting about that, and you know, we were talking to Keith about this as well, who just grabbed the slipcover version. That thing goes for crazy money.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. It's
You
insane.
know, I know Keith just popped that one probably with like 60 after shipping, but I mean that thing I've seen the pair Jeepers Creepers 1 and 2. It's on for like 380 bucks. Like, and again, I'm not saying that it's going to go for that, but people, it's becoming fewer and farther between, and so those good deals like Keith just got are not happening often. So it's going for big money. You know, that's the cheapest I've seen. The 60 that Keith got it for was the cheapest I've seen that the slip cover of the first one go for. I mean, it's routinely going for like 75 to 100 bucks, which is just crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's the only, I mean that's the best edition of that movie that you can own. And it's crazy that, I mean, it's been out of print for so long. Besides, I mean, Scream Factory had to have magically found some inventory at their warehouse again to send over to Groove, which that's
Right.
sick that you got it, dude.
And what's so cool about this release, like you just said, this is by far the best release of this film. You know, I think this was a 2K scan. Um, I think it was a 2K scan, but I think it was from the original elements.
Mhm.
I believe. I looked it up the other day, but again, yeah, this is like you said, this is by far the best way to watch this. It was restored correctly, and it is a 2K scan. So you're getting it high definition. You're getting it in on Blu Ray. So you know you're not going to find a better edition of this movie, which kind of makes it really sought after in so many ways, which is super cool. And like for a movie like Jeepers Creepers, which I don't know if you're like me, but I fucking love that movie, dude.
Dude, it's one of the best movies ever. Like, that's like one of like my gateway horror movies, I feel like, that I saw when I was a kid that really drew me to the genre. Like, that's probably one of my earliest horror movie memories. Like, I probably watched that movie when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and it scared the shit out of me, dude.
Yeah, I'm with you. That whole build up, man, before you see like what the creeper is, when he's just wearing like the coat and the hat, and like you
Yeah.
see him doing all this gnarly stuff, and he's just on the in the truck. It's a pretty wild movie, you know, like
Yeah.
it was very well done.
Not to mention, dude, like Justin Long is just goated. Like he's been like ever since that movie, dude, he's been in so many horror movies and he's like probably top 3 favorite people I love to see in horror movies for me. Like I just love that dude and he's such a cool guy and I love that he like 25 years later he's still participating in the horror genre, which is awesome.
Yeah, I agree. He's become like kind of like a scream king in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
Like, you
dude.
know, I don't know where or when in the pantheon this happened, but it happened. He's like a pretty notable horror actor.
Yep, yep, dude. I love that dude. And it's funny how like he's always the guy that just the worst shit happens to in the horror movies. So it's awesome.
It's true. It's true. Did you see Tusk? Is that what it's called? Tusk?
Oh my gosh, dude. I love that movie. It's so underrated. I need to watch it again because I've only seen it once, but I just remember being blown away by it. Like the whole premise is wild.
Yeah, if you've seen like Human Centipede, it's like that kind of a vibe, except like
Yep,
it's like
exactly.
even more fucked up than Human
Yeah.
Centipede. That movie, I remember watching it alone when I was living on 91st Street, and I had my own apartment, 1 bedroom, all that, and I was just like slinging through horror movies. Like every night I'd be watching like 2, 3, and I streamed it. And I knew had talked a lot about it, and I knew it was going to be like something bizarre and crazy. But I don't think anything can prepare you for what happens in that movie.
Oh yeah, dude. Talk about a movie that needs an upgraded like collector's edition. That would be perfect, dude. Like I would love to have that on 4K collector's edition, like from Arrow or Vinegar
Oh hell yeah,
Syndrome or
yeah, yeah,
anyone.
yeah.
Be sick.
Yeah, I would definitely grab that. But anyway, so back to Jeepers Creepers before we continue our love fest for Justin Long. The movie itself is fantastic. I love Jeepers Creepers, and there's a few reasons why that specific movie is so sought after, right? Like, because it's awesome, right? The movie is a really awesome movie, and I think a lot of people share that same sentiment. And especially now that the movie's like 26 years old, it came out in 99.
Yeah.
So the fact that it's pretty old at this point, it's become like a nostalgic movie for a lot of people. And so, because the fact that it's such a good movie, but because the fact that it's out of print, right? It's not easy to find. And because the fact that you brought this up the other day, which I thought was really interesting, there's a good chance this thing is not going to be made again. Right.
Oh
And
yeah.
if it does, it's probably not going to be for a while,
Yeah, I mean, I think most studios are just scared to touch it with all the shit that went on with the director and stuff, which I mean, I can look past that because there's so many other people that come together to make a film happen, and there's so many wonderful people that worked on that film to make it happen. So I hope that these studios can see past that and bring this back to life. Like, I would love to see the Arrow Video rainbow strip at the bottom of Jeepers Creepers. Like, that would blow me away, dude. If they did a 4K of this, like, I would be so hyped.
What's interesting is there's such a focus these days on, because there's so many editions of movies. Most movies have at least a 2K scan out there, right? So like,
Yep.
most movies have been put out on Blu Ray in some capacity. And so especially in the boutique Blu Ray world, which a major studio is not going to touch. That's just a foregone conclusion. So it's got to come from like a boutique, right? And the boutique specialty is extras, right? They're all about, bringing the director's vision alive, scanning it the right way, and extras and commentaries, and making sure that we not only see the film but see it the way the director was intended, and get behind the scenes and all that stuff. And I don't think that's something that these boutique labels want to touch on, because there's such a black cloud around the director,
Yeah, I was actually looking to see like who held the rights to this movie, and I believe it's MGM that still owns this movie. So I was trying to think if there's any like any boutique labels that have been putting out MGM releases that I can think of, but not off the top of my head.
So it's interesting that I actually put this in the notes for today, because I vaguely remember hearing that TerraVision has some sort of deal with MGM.
That would be awesome.
I could be wrong on that. I don't know why I feel like I've heard that, but I did put in the notes here that I'm probably wrong, okay, as I usually am. But I don't know if you've been following, the 13 weeks of Halloween. I know you're following it, but I don't know if you're on the Discord or anything, but there was mention of a 90s monster movie. And so Brad and the whole television team were planning on putting that out for the 13 weeks of Halloween. And he had wrote on the Discord that that's not going to happen. There were some other things that happened, and it's got to be pushed back. And there was a lot of speculation as to what it could be. And this never came up, but what if it's Jeepers Creepers?
That would be crazy, dude. And I mean, it has to be something big, because I remember specifically watching like his first live stream of the 13 weeks of Halloween, and Brad said that there was something coming that was going to like really put them on the map. And I feel like, I mean, like for people like us, the stuff that was announced during that time, like we're all for it. We're all about that indie stuff, the low budget stuff, the shot on video stuff. But like something big still hasn't been announced from them. I feel like that's just going to like make them explode. So that would be insane, dude. I personally like don't see it fitting into their label the way that it is, but maybe they want to like take a different approach to things. I don't know.
Yeah, it's an interesting thing, because they are a company, a boutique that really harnesses on the extras and really doing things the way director was intended, but they're also really about preservation. And that is a big underlying, premise of their whole operation is preservation and helping these movies find an audience and restore these movies the best it possibly can be, right? So that
Yep.
it has a restoration for life. Like they want to be releasing the most definitive versions of these films for it to last forever, right? And they're confident that their every release that they've done, whether it's a shot on video movie like Sledgehammer or something foreign like Invader or whatever it is, that their restoration, their version is going to be the definitive release, right? That's why they're putting every single ounce into gator bait to get that final reel, because they don't want this thing to ever have to need any kind of more work on it, yada yada.
Yep.
So with that being said, it does kind of fall under their umbrella with Jeepers Creepers as like this thing can be upgraded, right? It can be they can do a 4K scan on it, whether it's going to be a Blu-ray or a 4K disc, whatever, and they can restore it more properly, right? And preserve it because like we had just talked about, no one else is going to touch it. So in that regard, it does kind of fall in their wheelhouse.
I would love it, dude. Honestly, I think that would be sick. Like my mind, that would really shake the world too in the physical media realm. So I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be, dude, that would be really, really cool. I'd be down with that. I wouldn't just be down with it. I would like, I would shit myself in
Oh yeah, dude.
multiple
Yeah, that
places.
would be huge.
So anyway, let's hope for it. You never know, one day possibly. But the good news is that I do have the Blu-ray. I'm gonna be happy with this for now. So I'm glad I got
Yeah.
this, and I know you have the slip. I know Keith just got the slip. So yeah, I'm just glad I got that, and so it sold out too. Like people were hitting me up saying that they got it, but now it's sold out, and then someone else got it, sold out, and it was weird the way it worked out. But they did not have a lot of copies, so it was
Yeah.
kind of bizarre how that happened.
Yeah, I really need to I really want to track down the second one if I come across it for a good price too, because I don't have Jeepers Creepers 2 and I haven't seen that movie in so long. Like I almost don't even remember it. Like I remember the school bus scene, but that's about it. Um yeah, so I would love to watch that again.
I'm in the exact same boat with that movie. I think I've only seen it once, and I
Yeah.
saw it like way back in the day, and I remember
Yeah.
thinking it was cool, but definitely not as good as the first. But
I'm pretty sure I saw it on like Sci-Fi Channel or someone that was playing it like back when they used to play horror movies on Sci-Fi Channel all the time. Pretty
oh
sure I
wow,
saw it there.
yeah, I feel like Jeepers Creepers was a big one during that time.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I've been looking also. The problem is that one goes for even more than the first one. So
I know.
there I've been seeing, like, I just saw one on eBay. It was for like, I think they have it listed for 80. And I made an offer. He's accepting offers, but it got declined instantly.
Yeah.
I would pay $40. I think that's about what I would pay for it, but
Yeah.
not much more than that. So it's not gonna happen. I did see, which is crazy. I'm big on Mercari, and I did see like maybe a month ago, and I missed it because I wasn't, I look and I look, but I don't look for everything every day.
Yeah.
The two of them as a pair. Let me see if I can find it. The two of them as a pair went for, I think it was like $50, and I missed
Dang.
it, but it was total bummer because you got both movies for like retail price. Um, seeing if I could find it real quick.
Dude,
Anyway, so
I feel like people post stuff on Mercari like more often than eBay where like they don't know like what it's worth or like they like lower the price like way more than what it goes for. But like I've seen crazy deals on Mercari.
yeah, 100%. Oh yeah, right here, $50. So both the first and the second Jeepers Creepers, Scream Factory, $50, $5 shipping. So you're paying 55 for both movies. I mean, I just wish I saw
Yeah.
that when it was out. This sold on This sold on in November. So it was like, I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So the deals are out there. If you're like active, every once in a while it'll pop up. But you got something recently on Mercari, right? That was like a great deal.
Trying to think. I don't remember.
I thought you hit me up about some deal that you got that was like slam dunk.
Let me
I
see
could
if
be wrong.
I can think of. I got the I haven't got anything recently, but I got the Puppet Master trunk, like the Toulon's trunk signed by Charlie Band.
Ooh.
I got it for $200 on Mercari, which I feel like was a pretty good deal.
You know what's crazy about that set? It was around for a while,
Oh, I know.
and I never got it because it just felt a little kitschy to me. It's
Yep.
dope. It's dope, but I had the standard Blu-ray set. I had, like, the standard Blu-ray box,
Yep.
and, I never really was like, I wanna double dip because it just felt like it's the same thing with my Prime All set. Like, I really enjoy the movie, but, like, I got that signed trunk, the wooden trunk that's signed by Charlie Band. It's super cool, and I'm glad I have it, but I don't know what to do with it. It's just
Yeah.
the trunk is at least like a cool set piece you can like display,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
But that thing was around for a while, and I remember like it would be like year after year, it'd be the Valentine's Day sale, it'd be like half off, half off, half off, and then it just out of nowhere was like gone. And then the prices just skyrocketed like all
Yep.
over the place.
Yeah, there was this toy website that I used to get some figures from called Big Bad Toy Store, a huge website in the United States. They had it on there for like, I'm pretty sure they had it for like 150 or like $100, like multiple times, and I never grabbed it. And I wish I would have, because I ended up having to pay like twice the amount of that for it.
It's a cool set though, like it's a
Yeah.
great piece to have. The thing is with like collecting is like there's no like money doesn't matter when it comes to collecting in so many ways. Yes, you'd rather not pay top dollar, but
Yep.
the reality is like it just doesn't matter all that much because you can't put a price on some pieces, right? Like that's just an awesome piece. It's just an
Yep.
awesome piece. And so I'm glad you got it. But let's keep on cruising here. So yeah, Jeepers Creepers, man. I hope that it gets a new release sometime in the future. Let's hope. Let's hope. But let's talk about Vinegar Syndrome for a little bit because I know you and I are both subscribers, and there's a ton of great stuff that they put out this year. A ton of great partner label stuff that they put out this year. Again, you and I are both subscribers, so I remember we were talking about it, right? Like getting the sub, and I was on the fence about resubbing, and you were on the fence about actually doing the sub, and we were both like, all right, let's just do this. I'm gonna resub, you're gonna get the sub. How you feeling about it so far? How has it been for you? Have you had a good experience?
Yeah, I think overall the year's been a good experience. I'm still on the fence on if I'm going to resub or not. I feel like I want to, because I know that if you keep up the concurrent sub, you get like the discount coupon, which I think is a good deal. At least at least I thought it was. We'll see how much the price goes up this year, because I know the past few years the price has gotten more and more expensive. Now that they're putting out more mainstream titles, I feel like the price is just getting more and more. But there's been I feel like there's been more titles than not that haven't been my vibe really this year, and that I probably won't keep in the collection. There's even some stuff I haven't watched, like The Possession of Joel Delaney. I haven't watched. I haven't watched the Devil Doll like duo pack set. Um some stuff that I watched that I didn't really like and probably would have probably am gonna sell off and don't want in my collection. Brimstone and Treacle. That was the movie with Sting in it. Hated it. I thought it was awful. And
Yeah.
then there's also like the trio pack of Curse of the Devil, Vampire Night, Orgy, and Demon Witch Child. Those were all right, but they weren't really my vibe. They were pretty slow. So yeah, there's been quite a few that I didn't really enjoy. But then there's also been a ton of stuff that I'm glad I had the sub for, because I never would have bought, and I ended up loving them. Like Deranged. It's based on the Ed Gein. Like, that movie is phenomenal. It's got the old guy from Home Alone in it, and he
Oh
plays
yeah,
like
Old
Ed
Man
Gein
Marley.
in it. Yeah, that movie was awesome. The Carpenter with Wings Hauser. I loved that one so much. I would have never bought that on my own. Also, Seventh Curse. Did you end up watching that one?
Yeah, that was wild.
Dude, that one was so much fun. It wasn't really a horror movie, but there was a lot of like horror aspects and like amazing effects and stuff. And
That
then
was
the
the Witch from
Fessenden
Nepal
collection.
double pack, right?
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
And Devil Fetus, the Fessenden films. I really enjoyed the majority of those. But like, I would have never gotten any of that stuff if I didn't have the sub. So I think that's one good thing about the sub that keeps it kind of fun, is like, you never know what you're gonna get or if you're gonna like it. But then if you don't like something, I mean, you're probably gonna end up having to take a loss on it if you sell it. So
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think one of the first things you said kind of really hit home, and that is that they first of all, their marketing is second to none. They do such an unbelievable job at marketing. They also are the cream of the crop as far as restorations and packaging. You're getting a quality product with no questions asked with Vinegar Syndrome, and they give you these amazing incentives. Like when you're a returning subscriber, you do get money off. All these different things. You get the 50% off. That is a huge deal for me because I
and
do.
you get points the more you buy. So like I've got like 45 or I got like a $45 coupon right now in my account. So if I get a subscriber coupon and that, I could get a decent chunk off the subscription. So like
Same.
yeah,
I'm in
it's
the. I
hard.
think I have like a $70 coupon right now. So like,
Yeah.
that alone is going to get me a probably two 4Ks, right?
Yep.
So they do offer these awesome incentives. And they really make it worthwhile to be a returning sub. Like, and actually, I think it's like we got 75 off last year,
Yep.
which is not bad. It's really not bad. So it does keep people back. The issue is that I just don't need these movies. Right. And
Yeah.
that's a big issue. And it's interesting because back in the day, right, and being a subscriber for a long time, like I'm just gonna drop a few titles here. Like these were regular kinds of titles. You were looking forward to it every month. Um, like things like Bloodhook, right? And Demon Wind. Like these were titles like, oh shit, they're doing these horror movies and spookies, right? They're doing these horror movies that like everybody really, really wanted on release. Everybody really wanted editions of them. And they were putting out these releases every month. And it was like really exciting. Um to see like every month to see what they were going to put out, right? And now I'm not really excited about what they're going to put out in the slightest. I know I'm going to get a lot of imports, a lot of foreign films, which I'm fine with. I'm not against it, but it's more so about it's not about like the horror anymore in a sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's more about just there's just a lot out there that they're putting out. Like you said, Brimstone and Treacle, right? Like I don't know that movie. I don't really want to see that movie. I'm willing to give it a shot, but it's not really my vibe.
Yeah. No, don't if you have it sealed, don't even open it.
I'm not. So there's just so much out there. And also again, like I'm not against some of the foreign horror, but a lot of the stuff that I want is usually partner labels or
Yep.
usually like the VSUs that don't come in the sub.
That's what I was gonna say, dude. Honestly, this year I feel like most of their slam dunk titles have been the VSUs, like Golden Child and Dirty Work and Mac and Me, and like you don't really get that much of a discount on those. I feel like, I mean, like it's not worth having the sub just to get those. Like I feel like the sub is worth for the partner label stuff.
That's really what it comes down to for me, like that partner label stuff. First of all, Stacy, thanks for being here. What up? We
What
appreciate
up?
you. So first of all, Stacy, I love Blood Rage. I have the old Arrow video release of that.
Oh,
That
I'm
that
so jealous of that, dude.
does it?
That
Is it?
that's the one that I haven't seen, and I need to see it because I know it's a great Thanksgiving movie, and I need to watch it this year for Thanksgiving.
It's awesome. I love Blood Rage, but like I does it go for like decent money? Like I don't even
If you have
know.
the slipcover, it goes for big money, dude.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like
I, I
80
don't have the
80
slip.
plus, I'm pretty sure.
How much?
Like $80
Holy
plus,
shit.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't have the slit, but I do have the Arrow Blu Ray, so like I'm good with that. And it's definitely a movie you got to check it out. It's bonkers,
I mean,
and like
it's a perfect watch for this time of year too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And we don't have too much before Eli Roth dropped Thanksgiving. We didn't
Yeah,
really have much Thanksgiving horror. That this has kind of become the definitive horror movie for Thanksgiving. But before that, we
yeah.
had nothing.
I loved Thanksgiving too. I actually got the 4K steelbook of that, and that's a Thanksgiving night watch the last few years for Alyssa and I, because it's so much fun.
I gotta get that. I passed on that only because I'm not really a steelbook person, but
Yeah.
it was a killer design that steelbook.
Check Amazon on like Black Friday, dude. I bet you it'll be half off because I'm pretty sure that's when I grabbed it last year.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be in the market for it. I'm definitely interested in getting that. So yeah, all right. So let's keep this thing cruising. So Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know how we got to Thanksgiving. Oh, Blood Rage, right? So
Yeah.
Vinegar Syndrome. There's a lot to like about the sub, right? And there's a lot of things that are not as good about the sub. I'm gonna be doing a whole video on this later on, but I just miss the days where every month you were getting these kind of low budget horror films, and that was kind of their thing. Now we're all over the place with things, and I don't feel like I need a lot of these titles. Not that I'm against owning them or I'm against having them in my collection, but like you said, I have things that are just sitting on the shelf.
Yep.
Sitting, and it's not really my vibe, and not that I'm against it, but like
Yep.
these two specifically. So like Tromeo and Kabuki, right? These are
Yep.
two of my favorite releases from this year.
Oh, dude, yeah.
I think Bang.
Those
Sorry,
are ones those are ones I would have bought anyways too. Like even if I didn't have a sub, those are ones that I just would have got. I love like I've been wanting to see those forever, and I'm such a big Trauma fan. Like anything that Vinegar Syndrome puts out, Trauma, I'm gonna get. Kabuki Man blew me away. I loved it. It was so much fun. And like Tromeo and Juliet was everything I thought it would be. Like I don't even think we can talk about it on the stream. It's so bad. There's so much like horrible stuff going on in that movie. But for me, like the partner labels is where all of that like low budget horror and like underground horror that like is our vibe is coming out. So I think that's worth having the label for, and that's the sub for, and that's the thing that I'll miss the most if I don't sub, because I feel like I probably won't be as incentivized to grab more of those partner labels next year if I'm not subbed.
Yeah, I think I agree, and it's unfortunate. I'm gonna keep up with the Saturn's Core, but it's definitely like a $7 difference every single release. So let's say I buy like 6 Saturn's Core throughout the year. That's $42. Let's say I buy a total of 15 partner label titles throughout the year, which is probably maybe roughly. No, I'd say probably. Let's see, it's 12 months of partner labels because they do the partner only month. I'd say probably 15 might be accurate. I'd say probably about 15. So let's say $7 a title. So that is like $80 roughly, right? Did I do that math correctly? So I'm saving $80 there. Let's even go as far as say it's $100 that I save, right? So let's say like VSUs or whatever. Let's say another 6 titles from Vinegar Syndrome, right? Between the VSUs, the VSAs. Let's say I save another $50 there. So that's $130 that I'm saving from the discount. So it is cool, you definitely do get some incentive there. But again, I have all these titles that are just sitting on my shelf, like Brimstone and Treacle, that I just don't need. And the other thing, sorry, what's up?
No, I was gonna say that's one thing I want to do too, is I kind of want to go back and see how much it would have cost, like even like with the discount, like how much money I spent on titles that like I wouldn't have bought and no longer want in my collection, and subtract that from the partner label, and then like figure in the stuff that I would have bought and see if it's even worse. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard, but we got a question in the chat from Acres. Best first kill in a slasher. What do you got?
Best first kill in a slasher, dude. That's tough. That's tough. I've got one in mind, but I have to make sure it is the first kill. Let me look really fast.
Best first kill in a slasher. That's a great question. I'm trying to look at my shelf and just see what I got here.
No, I'm trying to think. I was the first thing that came to mind was Kevin Bacon and Friday the 13th Part 1, but he's not the first kill.
No.
It's at the very beginning with those kids in the attic.
So I went to the campground. Was it Novi Bosco, I think it's called. And I did that with my dad. We did the whole experience. And so you go into the cabins and all that fun stuff, and they actually you get to go into that first cabin where they filmed that scene, and like you get to go walk up the steps to where the two teens go upstairs, and like there's like a pad down where they were like banging, and it's cool, man. But that's a great first kill. It's a good call.
One came into my one just popped into my mind. I don't know if it's really a slasher movie, but the ghost ship, the kill
Oh
scene at the beginning
yeah,
of Ghost
yeah,
Ship, that is insane.
yeah. That has to be the best first scene in horror movie history.
Yeah, that one, and then another cliche one that comes to mind is Drew Barrymore in Scream. I mean, that's just like a classic, I feel
Oh
like, and
shit,
it's so
yep,
iconic.
yep.
But so I would say that's probably the best first kill in a slasher movie. But then like just the first kill in a horror movie, it's got to be Ghost Ship, dude. Like seeing all those people is crazy.
Yeah, I think I both great choices. I have one of mine as well, but I think Drew Barrymore has to take it. Like that is such an iconic scene.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Drew Barrymore, and I think that whole scene kind of makes the movie. You know,
Oh yeah, definitely sets it up, sets up the vibe.
one other I'm thinking of, which is definitely less low key, but I really enjoyed it, is Halloween 2, and I think it's the first death. But in Halloween 2, there's a scene where right in the beginning, Michael, you see, you know, you're seeing Michael kind of walk through his eyes, and it's just a woman in her kitchen, if
The
you
old
remember,
people?
at the old people, yeah, and
Yeah.
she's making the ham sandwich. I believe that's the first kill.
That's a good one.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah,
I actually just watched that last month for the first time in a while.
and
I
so
usually skip over that one.
for whatever reason, I just like the ambiguity of that kill because there's no meaning to it. There's no, there's nothing in that kill. It's just he just does it, and it's like it alerts you again to the fact that like Michael Myers is, there's no rhyme or reason to what he does.
It also sets up that Halloween 2 is gonna be just like way more brutal than the first movie, and
Yep.
like they're putting more kills in it, more blood. So yeah, it sets the vibe really good.
Listen, I need to take a 3-minute break. I have something I need to just do real quick. So I'm gonna put the
You're good.
countdown. I'll be back in 2-3 minutes. Hang tight, guys. We'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys, but we are back. And yeah, for those of you that are just popping in, be sure to slam that like button. We're doing our thing over here, Sunday Spookies. So yeah, we were talking first kill, some horror movies. We had Drew Barrymore, possibly Friday the 13th, a bunch of great ones. Anything else come to mind?
Not that I can, not off the top of my head, dude. Like
Yeah.
I just feel like that Ghost Ship one is so iconic.
I actually just picked that up, that Blu Ray from Groove.
Oh,
I got
nice,
that.
dude.
Yeah, and that too, like I mentioned this in another video, but a lot of these Scream titles are like oddly like I think they're gonna go up in price. Because who knows when these things are gonna get picked up again, and it's possible they will, but like Ghost Ship specifically, like that one goes for like $30. Like you can't get that for cheaper, really, because Ghost Ship's a really sought after title. I don't know what other like real Blu-ray releases there were of that movie.
That's the
So
only one I can think of, dude.
yeah. So anyway, all right, cool. So a lot of great stuff here. Let's keep on cruising here because one of the things we like to do here on Sunday Spookies is talk about our recent watches, recent pickups, etc. So what are some things you've watched recently, man? That you've really enjoyed? Hit me with a recent watch.
Yeah, so first off, I was going to show you this is probably one of my favorite Terrorvision releases now. I'm excited for you to watch it, but Arbor Day. This was awesome, dude. This was so goofy and campy, and like I don't think I stopped laughing for like half the film. Like there's at the very beginning, you watch this bear attack this kid's family, and it's just a guy in like a bear costume, and it's so cheesy, looks ridiculous. But yeah, it was so much fun. I'm so excited for you to check this one out. There's also like it's loaded with features, dude. Like there's all kinds of like the film festival like premieres and stuff that they decided to record. There's some like there's a short film on here called like Ramblo 4, and it's got like it's basically like it almost looks like a Robot Chicken episode. Like they're making a movie with toys and stuff. It's awesome. But
Dude,
I love Arbor Day.
You told me that, and you know it's so interesting that you weren't the first person to recommend that to me this week. A buddy of mine, Cameron Chaney, Library Macabre, if you guys are familiar with him.
Oh yeah.
He's a really good friend of mine.
He's got an awesome channel.
What's up?
He's got an awesome channel.
Yeah,
dude.
oh yeah, for sure. Him and I go way back. He actually did the interior for me on my first book. And
that's awesome, dude.
He wrote the foreword for my second book. He's a very, very good friend of mine. And so he mentioned to me that he watched Arbor Day as well. And he's like, dude, you're going to absolutely love it. Like, you got to check it out. So that's definitely on my immediate radar. But I got to say what's up to Frank real quick. Frank, what up? Thanks for being here. Let me see what I got for you, bud. Let's do all right, let's do this.
Guaranteed to jack you up.
Frank, thanks for being here, man. Appreciate you. But yeah, Arbor Day. I have to check that out, man. I keep hearing great things about it. I appreciate the rec.
Yeah, and like I said, they took really good care of me because my initial copy, the disc was faulty and it was all messed up around the 30-minute mark. I emailed them and Alana sent me a complete edition. So, I mean, I'm probably just going to give away the other one. I mean, I'm sure the Blu-ray works fine on it. So if someone doesn't have a 4K and they want a Blu-ray, I'll just send it to them. So
you heard that, guys. If you watch Miles of Horror or you watch Shinny Jingle, you get free shit. Okay? Yep. Take our free shit. Yeah, hit Jordon up, guys. Jordon's got an extra. Also, that reminds me, I'm not giving it to you for free, but I have an extra Revenge of the Radioactive Reporter limited. So if anybody's interested in that, hit me up. I've been sitting on that for a while. I ended up with 2 copies because I subbed, and so I bought it and then subbed, and so I ended up getting 2 copies. And it's out of print, man. So if anybody wants that, hit me up. That movie's amazing too, by the way. Like, yeah, it's phenomenal. I such a great release. But if anybody wants that, hit me up. Anyway, so yeah, Arbor Day, great pick. I've got a couple here, so we can just trade off. Word, yeah, let's do that. So I recently watched. I actually just did it. You know what? let's do this. Since you dropped a TerrorVision title, I'm gonna come back at you with a TerrorVision title. Because I just watched this the other day and it fucking blew me away. It was so awesome. I think I did a review on it, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did, but that is a movie called Invader. Do you have this one?
No, I need to get it.
Dude, this was wild, and I think it's a little telling that we both have TerrorVision titles. But this is like a home invasion title from the perspective of a girl who's visiting her friend, and she's visiting her friend, and she can't get a hold of her to come visit her because her home was invaded. And so that's kind of how the movie starts. But the friend who's visiting her doesn't really know what's happening. And it is batshit, dude. This movie just is a fucking freight train from hell. The thing also that I love about this is that it's 70 minutes. So like it hits and it doesn't stop and then it ends. And you're like, what the fuck? It was really, really cool. It's also like, oh, dude, like the antagonist in this, I'm not going to get into too much detail, but the antagonist in this is creepy as fuck. Like, I can't even tell you. I don't want to spoil anything. Definitely go check out my review. But if you guys have not seen Invader, I don't know if this thing is still available. I'm sure there will be a standard, or there is a standard. Definitely go check this out because it freaking rules, man. I loved it so much.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take advantage of my my subscriber perks with them and go to their wholesale page and grab that one. Like I'm sure they're gonna have a Black Friday sale, so that's probably on my radar.
I hope so. They just did the Halloween sale. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would guess they do a Black Friday. Yeah, I don't know. I do know that Brad hinted at the possibility of a Black Friday release. He had said don't expect anything immediately, but they might have something fun in store for Black Friday, which would be cool. Frank mentioned I still need to see my copies of Invader and Sledgehammer, dude. Both those titles are awesome. Go check them out. Sledgehammer is one of my favorite.
I watched Sledgehammer and liked it a lot. It was fun.
The slow motion effects get me every time. It's so good.
Yeah.
Also the food fight.
Oh yeah, dude, that seems
epic,
wild.
Outrageous food fight.
Actually, Arbor Day's got the slow motion effects too. Like, there's a big fight where they're literally just moving in slow motion. Like the camera's not even working. Like it's all the people just moving in slow motion. It's so funny, dude.
I gotta check it out. Yeah, it's sitting right there. It's on my shelf.
Awesome, dude.
Jordon, have you ever seen Popcorn?
Oh yeah, dude, that's a good one. I've got the release from Synapse. That one's really good.
Yeah, I have that same release, Synapse, and I agree. It's a great movie. So all right, let's keep going here. Jordon, do you need to run at one? Is that do you have a couple minutes?
No, yeah, I'm good. I'm good to keep going.
All right, let's keep it cruising. All right, so recent watches you enjoyed. Hit me with another one.
This one is a popular release, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I love to watch it with my kids. I'm just throwing this on here quick. It's not a horror movie, but after I watched the special features, I guess it was supposed to be a horror movie, which is really interesting to me, but it's The Mask. This Arrow Video 4K, dude. It's beautiful. It's stacked with new features. It's got all the legacy features too from previous releases, which were fun to go through. I went through everything on this release. I watched every feature. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, dude. Like I had the tape, the DVD when I was a kid, wore them both out. This is just a classic. Like this 4K, it shows so many colors that like I didn't even know were in this film. Like when I would watch it on my shitty VHS when I was a kid. Particularly like in the club with Cameron Diaz, like when they're all in the club, dude, it looks
somebody stop me.
Yeah, like it's so quotable, it's so good. But like there's an interview with Chuck Russell, the director, and he also did the Blob remake and Nightmare on Elm Street 3. And he talks about the comic book series is actually like borderline horror. And this was supposed to be a horror movie, but they decided against it to make it more like widely appreciated, I guess. So like the original comics got like faces being ripped off and all kinds of grotesque body horror and stuff. But I love this movie. This 4K looks amazing. It's just something that everyone has to get. I feel like if they love The Mask.
I do really want that edition, man. I was born in 86, so like I watched The Mask. I can't even tell you how many times as a kid.
Dude.
Also, we have 3 people in the chat. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it. Yeah, I watched that movie. I can't even tell you how many times as a kid. I really need to get that release. I hope that it doesn't sell out. I will probably get it, maybe at Barnes Noble's half off next year, whatever
Oh
it is,
yeah, dude. For
or
sure,
Black
for
Friday.
sure.
If there's a Black Friday deal, I probably will get it. Also, just one quick thing. Have you seen the deleted scenes from that movie? I don't know if it's on the release.
There,
There's a,
I don't,
there's a
I don't think there
deleted
was.
scene with the reporter, and it's when um what is it, Darian? What's the guy's name?
Oh yeah, he throws her in the
Yes.
thing. That was on here. Yep.
Dude, that was a twisted scene.
Dude, yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, Dorian. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, dude. That was wild. But yeah, that was on here. That was really interesting.
Yeah, so that was like never in it growing up, and I saw that recently. That deleted scene, it was super cool. But also, listen, Frank wants your Arbor Day. Frank's wants you to hook him up. Frank's creeping over there. He's been watching the live, and
I'll hook you up, dude. I mean, it skips probably like 5 to 10 minutes. I didn't go past that either. I just quit watching it because I wanted to watch it all together. But I'm sure the Blu-ray works fine. So hit me up, dude. Hit me up on Instagram. I'll send you it.
You see that, Frank? You watch the channel, you get free shit. That should be our slogan, right? Watch us for free shit.
Hell yeah. But yeah, dude, and there's on going back to The Mask, there's features with the girl who plays Peggy in that, and it's crazy like how big of a falling off she had, because she was like blowing up when this movie came out, because she was
Amy
in
Yazbek? Is that her name?
yeah, she was
Right.
in Robin Hood. She was in
Yep.
Robin Hood Men in Tights, which is like one of my favorite comedies ever. She was also in, what else was she in? She was in some really popular stuff. She was in Pretty Woman, Dracula Dead and Loving It, which is a classic Mel Brooks spoof movie. But yeah, so The Mask, amazing release. I can't wait for you to get it, dude.
It's so funny because I adore all those movies. Dracula Dead and Loving It,
Young Frankenstein,
Robin Hood Men in Tights. Like these movies to me are endlessly quotable. There's a
Yep.
line. I mean, I definitely quote Robin Hood Men in Tights like every fucking day with my boys. But there's a line in Dracula Dead and Loving It that I swear to you I say all the time, and no one knows what I'm talking about. But when Mina is, I think it's Mina, or one of the maids, actually, it wasn't Mina. Like Leslie Nielsen like possesses her, and she turns around and she's like, "There's a message for Dr. Seward in the lobby." You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
And like keeps like sending her back to like say it again and again. And I say that all the time to myself, and people are like, "What are you talking about, bro?" It's just it's one of those lines that I just love.
That's hilarious, dude. I would love for that one to get a boutique release too, like an upgrade. I think Scream Factory might have like a standard
They do
for that.
Yeah, so when I hit up Groove recently, that was I almost picked it up. I don't have that one. It's still on my radar. I think I want to get it just because I want to catalog it. It's a movie I love, right? So why shouldn't I get it? You know?
Exactly.
Also, yeah, so Amy Yazbek, really, really popular actor of that time period. She married John Ritter after Problem Child. One, and then two, she didn't fall off necessarily. She is on the later season of Wings. It could have acted a lot more if she wasn't married to John Ritter. Interesting.
Huh.
John Ritter was just an answer on Pop Culture Jeopardy that I was watching this morning.
That's awesome. Ironic.
All right, we got another question here. Who would have been a better Loomis? Dudley Moore, Robert Shaw, or Gene Hackman?
That's tough, dude. I mean, I don't even know if there could have been a better Loomis, dude. Donald Pleasance is just so iconic. But
I'm gonna go Gene Hackman.
I think I'm gonna go Gene Hackman too, just because I can see him in that role. Like they have a very similar look, him and Donald Pleasance.
I agree. All right, let me get my next recent watch here that I really enjoyed. I just did a video on this. All right, I dropped it yesterday. You guys know me. I'm big into the low budget, practical effects, all that good stuff. And it's a movie from J.R. Bookwalter and James Edwards. And it is called Side Effects May Vary. Now I picked this up from MakeFlix. This is a Blu-ray. I have a signed slip. I cannot even tell you how much I love this. It was so much fun.
That looks
Go,
wild, dude. That artwork
First of all,
is sick.
the artwork on this is probably my favorite slipcover piece of art that I've ever had. It's
That's
awesome.
so dope.
And they have, like I mentioned in my review, they have a clamshell of this. And if I didn't have the Blu-ray, I'd probably go back and get the clamshell. But it is a little pricey. But the Blu-ray's on sale. But dude, it was so freaking awesome. And I mentioned Brink Stevens is in this one, and she is the neighbor. And she's like this very sexually infused character who uses her toys in a lot of ways, and I'll just leave it at that. And it was such classic low budget horror, and like these guys, James Edwards and Jared Bookwalter, they pride themselves on like the practical effects. Like that's what they're all about. Like they've done a ton of old movies like Bloodletting and The Dead Next Door, and they're some of my favorite low budget horror. So I really was glad to get this one. So definitely check it out. It's a company called MakeFlix makes it. So side effects may vary. Go check it out for show.
I need to quit sleeping on them, dude. And I hope they have a Black Friday sale, because I would love to grab like Evil Spawn and Jack O and all that, because I want those titles to get upgraded from like TerrorVision or someone so bad. But I've never seen I've seen Jack O, but I've never seen Evil Spawn. I really want to check that out.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like I was just happy to catalog them. Like they're just such classic titles. I got so much good stuff from them. I got Hollywood Chainsaw Hookers on Blu-ray. I got Jacko. I got Evil Spawn.
That Bloodletting movie looks like a lot of fun too.
Dude, Bloodletting was fantastic. I got a bunch of DVDs. I had that DVD from back in the day, but it wasn't working for whatever reason. I like put it in my DVD player, and so they were like, "Oh, dude, no worries. We'll just replace the disc for you, no problem." So they have fantastic customer service. But let's keep on cruising here because we're hitting the hour mark. What are some recent pickups, man, that you got that you really liked?
So
could be for whatever reason.
Obviously, The Mask was one of them already, but this. I mean, I'm sure this was one of yours too, but this is just an amazing set. This Freak set, the box art is amazing. It's stuffed with stuff. I still need to go through the book. I love these hardbound books that Umbrella does. They feel so premium and nice. I just watched this 2 nights ago, and the first time I watched this movie, like I found out about it probably like 7-8 years ago from the In Search of Darkness documentaries, because like before those documentaries, I was a very casual horror fan, and I wasn't into like the lesser known stuff and like the indie stuff. And I saw this and saw the practical effects and like the makeup and stuff, and it blew me away. So the first time I watched this was just like a shitty, probably VHS rip online, and it looked horrible. So like watching this just breathed so much new life into this movie for me. And it's so silly and so fun, and it's just I loved it. I had so much fun with it, so I'm excited to have this in the collection finally.
I want you to know that when I was picking out my movies for my recent pickups, I looked at Freaked on my shelf and I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do it because I know that Jordan's gonna do this one because he loves this movie. So
yeah,
I held off for you.
It's silly. I mean, it's not a horror movie, but I would say it fits into the genre just because like the practical effects and the makeup are just grotesque and amazing. The special effects artist, Steve Johnson, he's a legend that's done so much. Same with Screaming Mad George. Screaming Mad George did like the effects on Society and Nightmare on Elm Street 4 or 5, I believe. Like he's amazing.
So the dude who did the artwork on that, on the slip, on the box, he hit me up on my YouTube video.
No way. That's awesome.
Dropped a comment and he was like, "Yo, I really appreciate you. You know, you dropping the comment. Are you doing the review?" He's like, "It means the world that people, you know, are got the vibe on that because I was really trying to catch the vibe of the movie." And I think I just think it represents the movie so well, you know.
It is. It's like and like the artwork is like some like Ren and Stimpy Nickelodeon era artwork. It just fits it so well because the movie's batshit insane.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The movie kicks ass. I think the edition was fantastic. So yeah, it's a good pick. So I got a few here. I'll start with this one. I a lot of things I want to say about this artist, but I've been big into Katie Video lately, and
Oh yeah.
she she's cool. And I think that she makes a really good product, but it's a very niche product. The more I watch of her stuff, listen, I think it's awesome what she does. I have a big Katie Video collection, but I love that they're art pieces. And I love that you get the movie. But one thing you need to understand is that the movies are not top quality. Okay, so the I don't know what process she uses. It's more so just about watching it. I will say I just watched. So the I have the X trilogy. Okay, so X, Maxine, and Pearl, and I these are fucking awesome, right? I'll show you guys all three. You got Pearl there.
Those are sick.
Yeah, so they're really, really, really awesome additions, and I'm so happy I have them. But I will say, so for Maxine, I'd never seen it, and I watched it, and it was really, really awesome to watch the movie on analog and enjoy it that way. But right off the bat, there's a quote, and I don't know exactly, I forgot what it is, but you can't see the full quote because however she scanned it, it's not.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can tell it's not, and also the quality itself is not the best. It's fine. It didn't bother me that much, and you can watch the movie and enjoy it. Like I don't now necessarily need a top edition of this movie, but I've seen other indie artists that do VHS produce a much higher quality scan of the movie, which is what it is. I think that's why your prices are so affordable because
Oh yeah.
whatever it is, because I think this one I think was 15, but some of her stuff is like $5-10. So and the other thing I'll say is that her slip covers are the closest thing to the real thing that I've seen. So they're awesome additions, no matter how you slice it, awesome additions. But there is a reason why they're a little cheaper. But yeah, I picked up the X trilogy, which was pretty badass, dude. Just getting all of these three on VHS was super, super cool. So yeah, that's what I just picked up. I'm really happy to own these.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I actually brought some tapes too, if you want to check some out.
yeah, what do you got, man? So what
So
else? Yeah, what else you picked up?
this first one I've wanted for a while, and I saw it on eBay for a great price, so I grabbed it. It's not, I mean, it's not like a film or anything, but it's called the Gorgon Video Magazine. Have you seen this before?
I have, yeah.
It's
Well,
sick.
I've
So
seen
it's
I've
got
seen Gorgon Video. I know Gorgon Video, and I know Gorgon Video Magazine. But I
yeah.
don't know what that tape is.
So this is just like it's like a big compilation of just like behind the scenes stuff on like different horror films and interviews and stuff. Like it's got Linnea Quigley talking about Hollywood chainsaw hookers and sorority babes in the slime bowl ballorama. It's got like trauma behind the scenes on like rabid grannies and like it's just a bunch of random fun stuff like that. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm super excited to check this out. But this is probably the newest tape I've got that I'm super excited about. So yeah, I'm excited to go through this.
Dude,
And
you like those like documentary style behind the scenes
I love
vignette
that stuff,
style.
dude. I love learning about like the magic of horror movies and like all the stuff they do to like create the effects and stuff. That's just like one of my favorite things about horror and why I love collecting physical media so much. Cause like on almost all the boutique releases I get, I go through the features and stuff. I love watching that stuff and learning about the movie. It's so much fun.
Hell yeah, dude. That's a pretty sweet pickup. I have the Gorgon Video. I have the Death Spa clam that they did.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Which is cool, which I think is out of print at this point. But I have that clam because my actual Death Spa doesn't play well. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get that as well. That's like my watch
Oh yeah.
copy.
Yeah, I
Nice.
also have some tapes from Halloween still that I just wanted to show. I haven't
Yeah, hell yeah.
showcased these at all yet, but I want to give a shout out to Dead Media Junkies on Instagram. He
Dude, I
does
think I just hit that. I think I just bought stuff from him last night, or maybe I'm thinking of a different account.
Are you thinking of Retro Death?
I'm thinking of Retro
Yeah,
Death Media.
yeah, they're homeboys, but the the Dead Media Junkies. So every year for Halloween, he does like these Halloween mixtapes and he puts them out on VHS. And they're so much fun. So I think he started doing them in 2021 and he hooked me up with 2021 to the newest one, 2025. I think I paid $80 for all of them, but they're so cool, dude. So this is what the 2025 one looks like. He does like his own custom artwork for it. And he even puts like little like stickers and stuff like on the clamshell.
Love
Isn't that
shit.
sick?
Yep.
So some of the stuff that's on these, so he puts like vintage Halloween commercials and like bumpers and stuff like that. But like on the 2025 one, there's like a bunch of different Halloween specials. Like there's the Flintstones Freddy the 13th special and like Treehouse of Horror, Pete and Pete Halloween, and like the Cat Dog Halloween special. There was a Wayans Brothers Halloween special. They're so much fun. They were like one of my favorite things I watched over the spooky season. So I'm excited to get to the previous ones because I just finished the 2024 one because I was like halfway through it and I was like, I just want to finish it. And I'm excited to watch the rest of them next Halloween season. So
yeah,
check them out.
Stuff, man. Definitely cool stuff. I think I mentioned to you, I reached out to a dude on Etsy who does like a lot of like independent VHS making. And like, he has like all these old like Snick episodes where it's like it's literally the entire recording of Snick for the night with commercials. It's like super awesome.
That's awesome.
They've got like
dude.
a ton of cool reviews or a ton of great reviews, like a lot. And they have like a Halloween special Are You Afraid of the Dark tape, which is like I think it's like 12 episodes with commercials.
Yeah, you told me about that before. That's awesome.
It's really cool. Actually, I hit the dude up and I was like, "Yeah, this is really cool. What are the chances you can custom me the entire series on VHS?" And he was like, "We could do it." And so I've been like, it's kind of behind the scenes happening, which I'm really excited about. It hasn't come to fruition yet. But I do. I wish I should have taken a picture of the artwork. But I have the artwork. Like each it's gonna be 6 volumes, 6 tapes. And it's gonna be it's gonna be volume 1 through 6, and then each on the back of each is gonna have like a different still from the show.
That's awesome, dude. Hell yeah, yeah. The Tale of the Midnight Ride was on one of these Dead Media Junkies tapes, and that episode's so awesome.
Which one is Midnight Ride? Is that the Headless Horseman one?
Yeah.
So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about that. That's gonna be super cool when that finally comes to fruition. All right. So anyway, I got one more here, and then we'll kind of do some closing stuff. We're about an hour and 10 minutes here, so I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out this release because I just got it in maybe last week or so, but I like devoured the majority of this week. And that is the Camp Blood box set from Sterling Entertainment. Now, the first couple films in the series are Polonia Brothers, and they are like the shot on video kings. And I had been eyeing this thing for a few months. And when I saw that Walmart had it in stock, I jumped on it. I picked up a few different box sets. But this thing is like just fucking awesome. I can't even tell you. The box set itself is fine. You know, it's cool artwork, but it's also it's like a low grade cardboard. It's not like any kind of like nice box set or anything. But what you get in here is just worth every penny. There are 10 Blu-rays, 11 movies. So I showed this on my I did a full like breakdown of this thing, but 11 movies, 10 Blu-rays. And you get the entire Camp Blood kind of franchise. Now, like these movies, there are more. I'm sure there will be more that are put out. But like you get the first 11 in the series, and I can't even tell you. I'd seen Camp Blood one before. I'm sorry, I'd seen Camp Blood 1 and 2 before I watched this set, and I just love these movies. Like they're so much fun. It's like as classic horror as you can get as far as horror tropes. There's big boobed blonde women everywhere. There's nudity, there's gore, there's practical effects. There's even some CGI as it gets more into the franchise. So like the early to mid 2000s, there's some really low budget CGI. and they're all very similar in a lot of ways, and they all kind of end up with killings at Camp Blood with the clown, but some of them go off in bizarre directions, and it's just like it's such fun schlock to watch. And this thing, I think, was $99 for the 10 Blu-ray. So again, it's like $9 a Blu-ray. I just can't say enough amazing things about this set. I also picked up that Things box set and a few others, but this thing I think is still available at Walmart. Go pick this thing up, man. I just love it so much.
Those are sick, dude. Yeah, the artwork looks sick on those, and they definitely interest me. I watched the trailer for the first Camp Blood, and it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's super cool, man. So yeah, those are recent pickups, all a bunch of good stuff. We hit most of the things I wanted to hit on. Anything you're excited about coming up?
Yeah, dude. I think probably the most excited I am is for all the TerraVision stuff coming out. I would say like the Shoestring Volume 2. I'm excited to watch Attack of the Dribbler. I remember I think you have like the DVD or the tape of that or something. It looks really silly. I'm super excited for the Basement Horror Anthology set. Like that just looks sick. It looks like it's going to be so much fun. Student Bodies, all that stuff. And then flip-flopping to Arrow Video. I'm super excited for the 4K set of Ninja Turtles coming out in the next month or so. So
yeah, I have Night of the Dribbler on DVD.
Yeah,
and it's an interesting movie. But it's my vibe for sure.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Yeah, it is fun. It's bad and good and all the in between. I completely agree. I'm really excited for all that TerraVision stuff. They were like, yeah. I think I did the breakdown. I have it in my phone somewhere, but there's like something like 11 releases, something like that. And you got like 3 or 4 box sets. It really was, as we kept saying, the perfect time to sub to them. As far as monetary value is concerned, you got such good value on all of that. And so, yeah, I'm excited for the Basement, man. The Basement rules. The Basement's awesome. I have that Camp Motion big box edition they did. With the DVDs of like Cannibal Campout and all those low budget movies. It's a great edition, which goes for like big money now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited for the 90 set. A lot of great stuff coming from TerraVision. How about the you looking to like make some noise on Black Friday? You have anything you're excited about on Black Friday?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we'll see when it comes up, but I usually try to hit up Vinegar Syndrome and Severin. I'll probably grab some of the past Vinegar Syndrome titles that I might have missed out on or might just want to like fill out the collection with. And there's some Severin box sets that I've been wanting to get that I just haven't yet. Like I want those folk horror sets from Severin. Those look like a lot of fun.
Stacy, I do have Death Spa. I have a few different editions of Death Spa. I have the VHS. I have the Blu-ray. I love Death Spa. Yeah, when it comes to like Severin these days, I love Severin as a company, and I have a ton of their releases, a ton. But when it comes to Severin overall, I think they're doing amazing things. A lot of really cool stuff. Just not stuff that I necessarily need or want.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of the stuff they've announced so far has really tripped my trigger at all. So,
and even the summer releases, like all the shark stuff, again, it's cool.
Yeah.
Like do I need that? You know, like I don't think I really need that stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for those prices, you know.
Yeah.
Frank mentioned In My Skin is one of my favorite releases of the year. Frank, is that a Severin release? Do you know about that one, Jordan?
It sounds really familiar.
In My Skin.
Yeah, it is. It is a Severin release. That looks wild, dude.
I don't think I know this one.
Looks like a lot of fun.
I appreciate the heads up. Frank, I have the cat in my cart over at Grindhouse. That's definitely going to be a Black Friday buy for me.
Yeah, I want that one too. That looks wild. That looks like so much fun.
Frank was talking that one up. We were on the live stream a couple weeks ago. It feels very much my vibe, the cat.
Yeah. I saw a video of someone posting like a fight between the cat and the dog, and it looks crazy, dude.
Yeah. I heard Frank was talking about that fight or someone maybe Piz, maybe someone was talking about it on that live stream about that movie being awesome. I definitely got to check it out. And so In My Skin, interesting. I'll put this on my radar. A shocking and extraordinary film. I don't even know what this is about. I have no idea what this is about.
The visuals look stunning.
Is this a foreign film? This feels like something Shudder would release.
It has to be.
Yeah, Martin Devan student shorts. It's got to be a foreign film. Yeah, interesting. Okay. I'll put that on my radar. Thanks for the rec, Frank. So that's what it was. So that's what it was. Frank was talking about it, and I guess Piz had told him to get it, so he picked it up, and now I have to watch it. So Jordan, we'll have to do a video on that one.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
So In My Skin is a French extreme film, apparently.
Dang. Yeah, I mean the screenshots look wild.
Baskin also. Yep, I've seen Baskin. I have Baskin.
That one's been on my wish list to check out.
Baskin, I have the Blu Ray of it. It's cool. It is a movie that you're gonna watch and you're gonna be like, what the hell is happening? It definitely catches you off guard if you're not ready for it. But I didn't think it was amazing. I would never watch it again, but it is fucked up. It's really fucked up. I think it's a little overrated. I think it has a crazy reputation, and the reputation precedes it as far as it being crazy. But as far as the movie itself is just fine to me. I would never watch it again. And I think it was hyped so much for me that I wanted more, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Stacy, I've not seen Keeper. I'm not familiar with that movie.
Me either.
But yeah, I mean, I've kind of been holding back a little bit because I know I'm gonna want to hit some things on the Black Friday sale, but not like the usual suspects. I have a cart at Grindhouse right now. There's a bunch of stuff that I want to get. Maybe if SRS does a sale, I'm gonna get a bunch of stuff from them. But nothing like you would expect, not Vinegar Syndrome, I'm gonna get probably some of the partner label stuff that I missed out on recently.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What was it? What was the movie I wanted to get recently? The partner label. Stigs, Jimmy and Stigs. I gotta get that.
Oh yeah.
I keep seeing people talk about that. So anyway, so a lot of awesome things coming up. Jordan, you want to plug anything? Channel, page, what do you got?
Yeah, dude, I've been trying to find the motivation to do some more YouTube content. I've been putting out maybe a video every 1 or 2 weeks, but I think I'm coming up on 500 subs, so I'll probably do a little giveaway or something from a film that I've upgraded or something once we hit 500. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I'm on Instagram, YouTube at Sheeny Jingle, so follow me there if you want to keep up with my hijinks and all the stuff I spend too much money on.
Yeah, and I'll drop his socials below and his YouTube below. And we appreciate you guys hanging out. I think we had 5 people at one point in the chat. So this is where you want to hang out on Sundays, man. Sunday Spookies every week. Guests, hangout sesh, more. Jordan will definitely be back. I can promise you that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, hey, go follow us over on Instagram. I'll drop all that below and appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me leave you guys with something fun here. Let me find something good. We got Black Friday sales coming up, so let's do this.
Gonna cost a lot of money. Let's see.
All right, that's what I got.
Fruit.
House of Horror. We're out. Peace.
Peace.